the first round of the NBA playoffs have been amazing, and we're going to break down all the action. So let's get into it. Alright, James, it's your big episode. Season 6, episode 6.
That's right.
Yeah, we skipped my MLB stuff last week.
We'll be back. Don't worry.
We went out of town, and he knew it was going to be MLB week when he did that. But it's okay.
Facts.
We're going to go with the NBA today. All the first round. First round is starting to come to an end. We are going to break it all down. We've got 30 seconds of NBA. So James is going to do the 30 seconds for each series, and then we're going to talk about it. We got recent rundown, and kind of between the East and the West. So that's kind of how it's going to go today. So if y'all enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe.
That's right.
Let's get into it. So we're going to go wherever you want to go first, James, you know?
Wait, watch out. There might be something later on there on the front page. Oh, there's not. Come on. All right. I'm gonna start. I think I'm just gonna start from the top. I think I'm just gonna go 1 verse 8 to start.
Okay. So in the first, we want to start there. That's fine. We're going.
Or we can start with like an easy series.
Is there any easy series in the East?
Or we can talk about a series that has ended if you want to do that.
Whatever you want to do, James. This is your segment.
Let's talk.
I think we go in order that seems.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, number 8 Orlando leads the series 3-2 against the Pistons. This is the Orlando team we have wanted to see all year. Paolo has stepped up when we have needed it. Yo, anyone know where Jalen Duren is? Because he ain't in the playoffs. Cade has had 0 secondary scoring, and it is becoming a really, really, really big problem. All right? If Jalen Duren does not step up soon, there's going to be a lot of things. The JB Bickerstaff rotations have been horrible. The Pistons have to win Game 6 or they're cooked. Game 6 is tonight in Orlando.
27.5. Anything else you want to say?
Not much, no.
Time. All right, good. Yeah, this is an interesting series. The Pistons look terrible. Yeah, that starts with the rest of their team other than Cade. Cade's averaging 30 points a game, and now other than that 45 piece, hasn't looked great. He's getting the points, and his
been a little
teammates
inefficient,
are just. He's inefficient. His teammates can't score. The entire games are just. It's like getting your eyes plucked out watching these teams try to shoot the ball. Like, the Magic suck at shooting. Other than Desmond Bane. I'll give Desmond
Bane's been a stud, man.
He was a good pickup for them. Even though it cost them 4 first-round picks.
Hey, bro, if that's what's going to get this point. Yeah, I'll talk about the Pistons first. I think at the trade deadline, a lot of people question, are they going to pick up a secondary option? Because that was one of the big worries for Detroit this year.
Dude, don't worry.
Right, but a scoring option, a bucket getter, right? And Jalen Duren was great this year. He has just not been good in the playoffs. Objectively, he has been pretty trash. But a lot of people were questioning, are they going to pick up a secondary option because they really, really need it? And that is the problem. Tobias Harris cannot provide enough for you in a playoff series. Sadly, J.B. Bickerstaff's had to go in fourth quarters to Danish Jenkins and Duncan Robinson to give him scoring. Because he just needs it, because they're doubling Cade at the top.
They do it with Aura, though.
That is true. But,
the boys are tough.
But they need someone else. And I don't know what it's going to be in the offseason. Whether the Pistons get out of this series or not, there is going to have to be a secondary option guard-wise or probably small forward wing. You have to put next to him that is going to be able to score because that's been the main problem for Detroit.
Just to think that one of the Pistons, Magic, Cavs, and Raptors are all going to be... One of them is going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep.
That's really fortunate for the rest of the East, really, because none of those 4 making the finals.
Yeah, just to lose to the Knicks or the Celtics pretty much.
Yeah.
Or Sixers.
Or the Sixers.
Sixers.
We'll talk about that in a second. But, yeah, as far as the Magic go, it's the Franz injury, I'll talk about it later, but it's worrisome. You don't want to rush that back, especially with a calf, because we know what happens.
Yep.
Paolo Banchero can't really shoot. It's been his whole career. He was looking pretty good last night.
Yeah,
whatever
it
was.
It was great.
Was it last night? 2 nights.
The other night, 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago when he had 45.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lack of offense. But they're winning the series and they're winning games. This is what this Magic team does. They play good defense and they win games. And it feels like there's nothing good to say about either of these teams right now. But I think the thing you can take away is that the Magic are finding a way to win. And that's because the way they play is they're not going to give up that lead very often, right?
Yeah.
And so that's really important, especially in today's NBA.
Yeah. I think for the Magic, it is the team, kind of what I said. It's been the team that we thought at the beginning of the year could genuinely be a top 4 seed in the East. They were good enough to do it. They had the roster continuity. They brought in Desmond Bane. This was going to be the year. And Jamal Murray in my opinion, should be fired either way, whether they make the finals or not. Like, I am dead serious. You know how Tom Thibodeau got fired last year when the Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals? Like, if Orlando makes the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't care. Like, still fire him. The lack of offensive creativeness is so bad. Like, they are not creative with their offense, whatever. It's ISO ball. Like, they don't figure out how to use Paolo and Franz in the same lineups at the same time. Like, they suck.
There's no way to use them.
Exactly.
They're just the same player.
But the thing is, there's no way to do it, and Jamal Mosley is not creative whatsoever. Yeah. And that's been the problem. But the Magic, luckily, have gotten the perfect matchup for them in the first round.
Yep.
Right? Like, a young, inexperienced team that won 60 games, by the way. Like, we have to remember this Pistons team is still really freaking good. But they're inexperienced. They're in the playoffs. The Magic have been here before. Paolo's been in the playoffs before and performed very well. When that series went to 7 2 years ago against the Cavs, like, he has performed very well.
I
But
remember that, actually.
they got a really, really good matchup because the Pistons can't shoot. Right? And they can't shoot either. So there's no way for the Pistons to get back in games when the Magic are rolling offensively.
Yeah, and it's kind of like deja vu, I feel like, because this is the Magic. Okay, this is the Magic team is a 4 seed disguised as 8 seed. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But except for the Pistons until Game 4. But like the Pistons team is kind of what we expected to see from the Magic 2 years ago.
Yep.
And then Magic really were actually pretty good. But like last year, the Magic, they inexperienced, haven't really been there before. And this Magic team now, you can see the growth, right? You can see that these guys have been here before. These guys know what they're doing. They can go out there and win a game in the playoffs. Yeah. And so that's what they're doing. And it feels like the Pistons cannot. She can't find a way to win games. And maybe that last game, Game 5, is a good job to close them out.
They closed it out very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really kind of disheartening as a Pistons fan, but just knowing that like that's something that will come with time, right? This team will not look like this in 3 years in the playoffs. And just even if you lose a series, you can still come away with that.
Yeah, the Pistons are getting outdogged, like, and they never get outdogged. Like, that's crazy. But that's what Orlando does.
East, they can do it. Man.
Yep, it is Orlando. You're right.
Well, there's actually 3.
I mean, there's the Celtics and the Knicks.
Yeah, the Celtics and the Raptors.
True. Yes, also the Raptors.
So yeah, maybe not. But the Pistons got the worst side of the bracket they could possibly have dreamed of. Like, I think the Pistons are kind of crap on the Hawks. Like,
they're just it's a better matchup for them for sure.
Or like the Blazers or or not the Blazers. The Sixers would kind of kill them. But anyway, Pistons. There's light at the end of the tunnel, but this is not. You're not in it right now.
Yeah, and I still think like tonight, like Game 6, like if they win tonight, obviously they're in the driver's seat. You win 2 in a row, you have the momentum. It's going back to Detroit. But
Detroit's obviously out of the series. Like we're talking, neither of these teams are playing well, so that's why it's hard to like talk positively about this series. But
it's kind of what been the East this year.
That's kind of what the East is. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. The rest of the series, it's hard to see either one of these teams winning the series. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win. Like I don't really care.
Vision the Magic in the next round? No. Vision the Pistons in the next round? No. Like at this point, it's difficult. All right, next series. Let's go with Celtics 76ers.
Oh, hold on.
Do you want to go in order? Like
I was, but it's okay. I can go
seating.
Yeah, I can go seating. That's fine.
Okay. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, the series is tied between the Celtics and the Sixers 3-3. The best 2 words in sports, baby. Game 7. Joel Embiid is presenting a multitude of problems for the Celtics, and they don't have an answer. Joe Mazzulla is one of the best coaches in the NBA and does not have an answer. Boston relies on the 3, and since Game 1, Nick Nurse and the Sixers have been great at guarding the 3. The series has been fast-paced and a lot of threes, but Game 7 comes down to who has more studs. Both teams have studs, but Game 7 is tomorrow in Boston, and we will see who's got more.
You gotta chill, bro. 26 seconds. But, like, you're going kind of fast.
You can hear me.
Maybe
I think they can hear me.
Well, I think I'm clear. I can hear you.
I think I'm clear.
I can hear each word, but I couldn't piece together a sentence. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah.
I wasn't really listening either. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
bro was staring at that timer.
I was. Celtics, Sixers. Yeah, I haven't really watched much of the series. James, what you got?
I've watched a bunch. I think after Game 1 and the Celtics won like by 37 or whatever, I was like, oh shoot, gentleman's sweep, right? Like I'm like, okay, Sixers probably get one at home, but they'll win it back in Game 5 in Boston. And Game 5 was gross for the Celtics. They couldn't shoot well. It was like, and that's what happened with the Celtics. That's the only way they lose games when they get outshot, which doesn't happen often.
That's all they do is shoot.
Exactly. They shoot so many threes. It's like 55% of their shots are from 3. Like that is insane. So when they don't shoot well,
Joe Mazzulla gets a man a few hurts. He goes 3.
Yeah,
that's his coaching.
Yeah,
he goes in a halftime.
But it works, right? Like, it works when they shoot well.
He's in there is like Celtics 3.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how they're.
That's all he needs to do, bro.
But the problem is in Game 5, and then especially in Game 6, the defense has been lackluster. And that is not what we see from the Celtics. Joe Mazzulla has always been like, oh, we're going to play good defense. Like, our offense is always going to be elite, but we're going to make sure to play good defense. And they can't go on runs. That's the problem. It's like, you usually see the Celtics, similar to the Thunder, like if they go on a 25 run like the other team's out of the game, they haven't been able to do that in the past 2 games. And Tyrese Maxey has been so freaking good. Like, nothing they have thrown at him has been efficient. And they don't have anyone to guard Joel Embiid. Like, straight up. They don't have... Like, Vucevic is one of the worst defensive centers in the league. Neemias Queta, this is his first big playoff series, right? Like, this is a big moment, and he has just not really been... He's been fine. He's been a rebounder. But besides that, he hasn't contributed offensively, and his defense... When you're guarding a guy like Joel Embiid, you're not really on the same level, so it's tough.
Yeah, this is like worst-case scenario for the Celtics, right? The Sixers, they're coming out of the play-in. They're fully healthy.
Yeah,
like, this is a team that is another, like, 4 seed dressed as a 7 seed. And the Celtics... I mean, it looks like they had him taken care of with 3-1, but
and then Joel Embiid comes back.
Joel Embiid comes back,
Yep.
And you always all of a sudden remember, like, this isn't a team, the normal 7 seed. This team is not to be taken lightly because of the 7 in front of their name, which I think a lot of people have been thinking. Because this is a team that's been high seeds in the past. What were they, the 1 seed a few years ago?
They a while ago, but yeah, they were the 2 seed a couple years ago.
A better team than that.
Yeah.
Like, this team is very capable. They have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid. Like, they're very capable of making a big run.
So much talent.
Maybe even past this round.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Like, the Celtics, there's a real chance they lose this game 7. That would be crazy. So.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the crowd in Boston. Like, it's going to be crazy, especially this being like a pretty historic rivalry, right? But yeah, they just had a bunch of guys. Like, Quentin Grimes for the Sixers has been incredible in this series. Like, another role player.
Basketball player.
Yeah, another role player who stepped up. In VJ, like, he doesn't look like a rookie. He hasn't looked like a rookie all year, if we're being real. But, like, in the playoffs, like, he has stepped up to another tier. Paul George's defense on Jaylen Brown, like, Jaylen Brown can't do anything. Like, all the memes back in the day? It was, like, the Jaylen Brown left hand stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
That's real.
It's facts. Like, and Paul George is making him go to his left hand every single time, and he just can't do it. Like, he has not showed up in the playoffs. Jason Tatum I've been very impressed with, though. I will say that. He's kind of been the one...
Since he came back.
Yeah, he's been the one bright spot, and he's starting to shoot it well. He was doing everything right.
Like, who's guarding him?
That's true.
VJ?
Yeah. Well, VJ's a great defender, but yeah, he just can't match up with his size. They're really kind of just throwing doubles at him, and he gets out of him really well, so... But yeah, Tatum's been the only one. Derek White sucked.
Tatum's not one you can rush.
Yeah,
he's just going to make the right play.
He's so stoic, bro. Like, he's...
Yeah, he's a good basketball player. Yeah, it's just really interesting because this series, it felt like it was over.
Yeah,
and
I
the
thought it was
Sixers
over.
found new life, man. And Celtics are giving it to them. And I've been really unimpressed as a whole with the shooting in these playoffs. Like, nobody can shoot the ball. And the Celtics are included in that.
Yeah. And these are 2 3-point shooting teams. That's the problem. It's like both of them haven't been great shooting in this series, but they've shot a ton, right? Because they both like to shoot a ton of threes.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see the way this game goes.
Yeah. I think the one last point I want to make, I was watching that Game 6. 10 minutes left. The Celtics are down by 14 points. In the NBA, that is literally nothing, right? Like, 14 points is nothing. And Mazzulla empties his bench. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, he ran a lineup out there of Luke Garza, Baylor Shireman, Ron Harper Jr.,
Dude, this guy's
Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard going to run, bro.
And one other guy I'm forgetting.
Probably Cato.
No. Like, end of the bench guy. Delano Banton. That was the 5 out there. They went on an 11-0 run.
Did they actually?
Yeah, and they were down by 3. And then they finally, like, the Sixers put him away. And then he didn't go to the other players. Like, they went on an 11-0 run in 4 minutes, and Mazzulla kept them out there.
Ran out of words.
Like, he didn't, like, it was Mazzulla has not been good in these past couple games. And I think he's the best coach in the NBA, but he has not been good these past couple games.
Joe Mazzulla, different, probably ran out of words.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Nick Nurse, we forget how good of a coach Nick Nurse is, too.
Yeah, he's amazing. He gets kind of tainted by the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
The preconception everyone has about Philadelphia for some reason. But hopefully that changes this year if they can go out and beat the Celtics in 7.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
So, I mean, these whole East playoffs are completely effed up. Like, the Cavs or Raptors should be the 7 and 8 seed. I stand by that.
Yeah, but they're also, like, a fun matchup to watch in the first round. Like,
or the Hawks could be the 7 seed. I would see that too, but, like...
And I think the Hawks overall this year were better than the Sixers. But that's the thing. The Sixers just weren't healthy. Like, it's tough.
Yeah, exactly.
The Magic haven't been healthy all year.
The Sixers
right?
and the Magic are both better than the Hawks, and they're both better than
talent-wise,
the Raptors and the Cavs.
For sure.
So, like, I honestly think the Cavs are better than the Hawks. So, like, I would put Hawks at the 7th seed, Raptors at the 8th seed. And that would seem more like You would see some more series like we're about to.
It would, and I think
later.
the Raptors could still beat the Pistons though. Like that's the crazy thing. It's
but like
that's what the East is.
Like the Celtics will take care of anyone else.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lower
Lower
than a 4 seed probably. Yeah.
Yeah, anyone that
Like Cavs would be a tough series.
Yeah,
but besides that,
take care of them.
Yeah.
To be honest. All right. Anyway.
All right, where are we going?
Move on.
Next.
Next Hawks. Yep.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
The Knicks beat the Hawks in 6. We might have a new villain in New York though. CJ McCollum was like talking his talk in New York in games 1 and 2. This was a weird series for Mike Brown with the rotations. Mikal Bridges got benched. Cat's playing like your best player right now. Where does Miles McBride go? Like, he's played 20 minutes here. He's played 2 minutes there. Atlanta should be glad to try to just get home, go to the offseason, and retool. This just wasn't their year. They're still young. The Knicks play the winner of the Celtics and the Sixers in the second round.
That's up to 29.86. So. Hold up. You want to say anything? No. Okay. I went way over. Yeah, I didn't watch much of the series. The Hawks. I was gonna watch the game last night, and I was excited. Kind of excited to watch it. Flip up the ESPN, and it's 62-19.
Yep, that was the score when I turned it on too.
I think it was. Well, when I first saw it, it was 34-15. So it was 6-0. It was 34 to. Like you said, 30s to like teens. So it was a 21 game.
Yeah.
I was check back in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And they went on a 30-5 run.
So I was watching the game at the beginning upstairs, and it was like 15-9. And I turned it off, and I went and like took a shower, and I like did other stuff, and then I come back downstairs, and it is 12 minutes later. Like we're going from the middle of the first quarter to the middle of the second quarter, and the score is like genuinely 62-19.
Yeah,
I thought it was a score. Like I thought it was an issue. Like I never had seen a score that bad in the first half. Like in a long time. Like I don't know if I ever seen one. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
But to get away from that.
Days, dude.
Oh really?
No, it was never that bad.
To get back to like the rest of the series, though, I do want to give the Hawks their flowers because they played New York really tough in those first 4 games, right? In Game 5 and Game 6 was pretty rough. Like the Knicks showed their powers, but like the Hawks played them really, really well. And CJ McCollum was awesome. Jalen Johnson looked good. Like yeah, like it was a fun series in the first 4 games. Game 5 and Game 6.
I think is a very underrated player. Like,
he always has been.
On the Pelicans, he was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like he was an automatic 20 every night, no matter what. And if you needed a big shot. You're down by 3.
Yep.
CJ McCollum's going to pull up from the logo and make it every time. So
a lot of people say he's the best player never to be an All-Star.
He might
a lot of people say that.
So I just think this series is interesting. The Knicks are a dangerous team. I said it last year. I said it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. Like, the Knicks are very dangerous. But this is not a great matchup for them with the Hawks. The Hawks are the team that can absolutely... They're kind of like the baby brother of the Knicks, where they play kind of similar. But... there's a chance where if they play well, they can match up with the Knicks really well. And the Knicks kind of put them away. You saw that for the first 4 games. Like I was saying, the Hawks were playing them very close, but then it kind of falls apart. But the Knicks, man, like they can absolutely.
Their starting lineup's so freaking good.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like they're great. Like they can absolutely go in the East, especially in the East. Like, and especially if they see the Sixers next round.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think Sixers and the Magic.
Gosh.
They could legitimately play the 6 seed, 7 seed, 8 seed finals.
Very possible.
Thunder.
Yeah, and then they'll play the Thunder and they'll get worked.
Get worked.
But like, yeah, I think the Knicks. One thing I did say, like they were great, right? And I think at times they got stagnant in the first 2 games, especially with like we're gonna play Jalen Brunson ball and we're just gonna let him cook up, and he was getting cooked on defense. First of all, like that, CJ McCollum was literally going at him every single time. But on offense, they would just go to Jalen Brunson every time. They were playing iso ball. And if he made a shot, he made a shot. And if he had to kick out and got doubled, like, that's fine. And then Mike Brown started switching it up, and he started involving Cat in that high pick and roll. And that is when the Knicks are deadly, right? Like, they run some of the best pick and rolls in the league. They don't run it enough, though. That's the problem. And they started running it more and more in this series. But Mike Brown still has to figure out the rotations. That's the problem. Coach Thibodeau last year, like, he had his 7 guys. He had his 7 guys.
Was it
he didn't
7?
Play 7. Yeah, he didn't play anybody else.
Okay.
Like, anybody else off the bench. It was 7 guys. Now, Mike Brown is playing 11 guys a game in the playoffs. Like, you have to shorten the rotation in some kind of way. It feels like coming in, they hadn't figured it out yet. In Game 1 and Game 2 and Game 3, the rotations were really, really bad. And then in Game 6, obviously everyone played because they won by 60. 50.
51.
Sorry, 51. The rotations are really weird, but that is something, especially if you see the Celtics in the second round, like you have to nail down your rotations because you are a team that was designed to beat Boston.
Or if you see the Sixers.
Also true.
Like these Sixers
You're right.
are really good.
You're right. No, I totally agree. I do think it's an easier matchup for
oh,
sure, though, if
yeah,
the Knicks see the
it's
Sixers.
Celtics.
But yeah,
But like, dude, like Sixers gonna go. It could be 7-8 in the Eastern Conference Finals. I wouldn't bet not.
I'd love it.
Yeah, it would be great.
Like I can
That would be
see.
a great
The
series.
thing is, like you can see, like the Pacers last year as a 4 seed. Like you can see one of these teams coming out of the East
Magic,
and going to
man.
the finals. Like it's
It's a Magic.
possible. Like I think the Cavs can do it as a 4 seed.
Cavs,
Right?
The Cavs and the Raptors. My stance on them.
I think you got to see them in a different
My stance on
series.
them will be divided. Yeah, exactly.
You got to see them in the next series. Whoever wins.
Those teams can both be the best team in the league. Those teams can both be the worst team in the league. All I know is they're the same.
They're very
So,
similar. Yeah.
Like, if you want to kick there, or you have anything else to say about this series?
I don't think so. No, I can
All
go
right.
there. Hold on. Give
Yeah.
me one sec.
The Knicks, they're gonna be a tough team to beat, and whoever they face in that next series is gonna be better.
All right.
Cavaliers, Raptors, go.
The Cavs lead the series 3-2 versus the Raptors. Shout out to Harden and Donovan Mitchell for just holding it down and being consistent for the Cavs in this series. The Raptors' defense has been amazing, but they just don't have enough offense. Let's see what they can do in Game 6, but it's going to be tough. No Emmanuel quickly, and now the Brandon Ingram injury. It's really, really tough for Toronto to have offensive scoring, especially consistent offensive scoring. And Toronto has to get consistent scoring, like I said, from somebody else, whether it's Barnes or Barrett or someone else if they want to stay alive. Game 6 is tonight.
Done!
Dude, that was my favorite
You
part.
had like .3. You think you're gonna get off .3? Go.
Game 6.
What were you supposed to say?
Game 6 is tonight, back in the 6, which is a Drake line.
I know, okay, bro.
That's gonna be a fun game though tonight.
Yeah, if you want to say something, you should probably get it off early.
I mean,
If you're excited to say something, you should probably get it off early.
yeah, probably. But
But yeah, like the Cavaliers and the Raptors both play amazing defense. Both got exceptional defense, especially down low. I think the difference in these teams and the thing that's going to take the Cavs over the edge at the end of the day is the Donovan Mitchell and James Harden on their team. Like,
so freaking
the Raptors just don't have the guard play. They don't have the scoring that can just stretch you out and make you play like iso ball. Like they just don't have that. And Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are able to just be those guards that can generate points whenever they need to. And this defense has been great against them, right? That's what I had the 3-2 series and not over. But I think at the end of the day, like the Cavs are gonna figure them out. And you kind of saw that at the end of the last game. Like the Raptors were beating them, and the Cavs just came back.
Yeah.
And then the Cavs put them away. Like the Raptors had a real chance at the end of that game, and the Cavs just put them away.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that at least one of the next 2 games.
Yeah, and I think the injuries for the Cavs, there's something we definitely need to talk about because like the Emmanuel Quickly injury sucks. Like we have not gotten to see him in the playoffs, and this year he was so
He's
awesome.
someone that can do that.
Like he was the point guard that was stability, and now you're bringing Jamal Shed into that offense, which Jamal Shed's awesome, but he's more of a pass first guy. I'm gonna play defense. I can't score. Like he's not
he
a
can't
scorer.
score. Yeah.
So he's really good in the offense, but he's good as a backup point guard. So it'll be interesting to see where the scoring comes from because Brandon Ingram has genuinely sucked this series. Like he has been great this year. He has sucked this series, and now he's dealing with his injury. So besides Barnes and Barrett, who have been pretty good in this series, I've been impressed with Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, they've both been great.
You have to get scoring from somebody else.
Barrett's also underrated.
Yeah, dude,
There's no
he's
reason
been
for
awesome.
all the hate, like because he was on the Knicks. I get it, but like
Yeah, it's
there's
tough.
no reason for all the hate.
But yeah, they got to get shooting / scoring from somebody else. I don't know who it's going to be. Jacoby Walter was awesome last game. But like, is it going to be that guy? Like, is he going to be the third best scorer on your team? Like,
yeah, well,
I don't know.
Ingram needs to be back. Brandon Ingram needs to play tonight.
Yes.
And that's the first thing. You have to have him back because he is that guy that can get to his spot and just score. Like
He's got to just start doing it.
Like he's incredible whenever he's on.
Yeah.
And then R.J. Barrett, just continues to continue to be stable and consistent for them because that's what he is. And I think Scotty Barnes needs to have a game. Like Scotty Barnes needs to have a big game in one of these next 2 games if they want to have any chance of this series. I think that I see like maybe even 40 from Scotty.
Yeah, I mean, you got 33 from him a couple games ago, but it's just like...
It's the NBA, bro.
yeah, you're right.
But, yeah, I think I need to see 40 from Scotty if they want a chance.
Yeah.
You're going to see 40 from Don, probably.
Yeah, at some point. Like, he's also the most quiet... He's the most quiet, consistent 30-point scorer I've ever seen. Like, he's just going to do it quietly. It's not going to be crazy momentum buckets. It's not going to be like, I'm just going to go to my spots and get my 30. Like, straight up, and I'm going to leave. Difference between, like, James Harden, for an example. Like, James Harden is going to make it count.
James Harden's going to take a few step backs.
But he's been awesome. Like, James Harden has been he has been the perfect piece to what Cleveland needed. Like, he is way better in this role than Darius Garland was.
It sucks for Darius Garland, because I think
He's
a good
great.
player.
He's just not for this role.
He's just a mini Donovan Mitchell at some point, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean...
where it's like, he can't really fit in that offense because he's not going to be... It's not built to his strengths. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Donovan Mitchell needed this so much.
Yeah.
His James Harden addition. And then the bigs. I mean, Jared Allen's probably gonna get traded to every team in the league by the end of the offseason.
Sure. And then he'll be back on the Cavs on a new year.
Then he'll be back on the
New
Cavs.
deal. Yeah.
And Evan Mobley is just Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
At this point in his career, he's just Evan Mobley.
It's really tough because, like, I don't know when the next step is for Evan Mobley, or
When
if there
Jared Allen's
is,
on another team.
or if there is another step, because Mobley likes to play the 4, right?
Yeah,
but
that's true.
he seems like he's more of a 5, very similar to what Anthony Davis has done, right? Like Anthony Davis loves to play the 4, but he's more of a 5.
But low key, like Evan Mobley, he's a guy that you don't really need to have at the 5. Like him at the 4 is perfectly good. I think
No, I agree.
keeping Jared Allen, like he doesn't. I see him as more of a mesh kind of guy. I see Anthony Davis the same way. It's not like more of a 5, but more of just like either one. Because he's kind of undersized for a 5. Am I wrong? I mean,
He's 7 foot.
He's 7 foot. Okay, well maybe not. But he's just like more of a defensive guy. That's kind of like I don't know. He's just not really a 4, or not really as much of a center.
Yeah, I would say he's a mesh. You're right.
Because he's never played center before.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know.
He played in college, and that's the only reason. Like he was so freaking good in college.
7 foot.
Oh yeah.
Um.
But the thing is, like, it depends. Like, when is the next step? Because he is so good defensively, right? He won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Like, people forget about that. Like, he's one of the best defensive players in the league. But when's the aggressiveness going to come on offense?
I guess where my thought is, like, because he's so good at defense, he can't play offense. You need a center that can play offense.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But Jared Allen doesn't really play offense.
I mean, he can dunk.
He's like, okay.
He
that's
can
the
dunk a little bit.
thing.
He can dunk it.
And that's the thing, I think, for Evan Mobley, that's like, you don't get the offensive aggression because the pick and roll is always between James / Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen.
Because Jared Allen dunks the ball.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. But we haven't gotten to see Evan Mobley do it yet.
Yeah.
And that is where the aggression and the development starts to come in. And you start to be like, okay, like he can't do it off the dribble. He's too big. He doesn't have as tight of a handle.
Yeah.
So he can't do it off the dribble. So, like, how are we going to get him involved offensively?
Yeah, I guess. It would be interesting to see Evan Mobley as a 5.
But that's a question for another day.
Because, the pick and roll thing, we're getting off topic. The Raptors are also in this series.
Yep.
This is just a great series so far. It's really interesting to watch these teams go at it. Like, neither team can shoot at all.
They're trying. They're trying to find shooters and they can't.
What game was that when Donovan Mitchell had, like, demons? And he, like, literally could not shoot the ball?
That was game 4?
It might have been every game.
I think it was game 4, because that was the game that Scotty dropped 30, I think.
But it was... Hold on.
They lost, right?
I'll be able to tell by
that
the
was the
score.
game that the
I'll
Cavs
be able to
lost?
tell by the score.
It was like 89 and 93, right?
It was something like that. The Cavs, I think they lost the game, but like neither team scored any points.
Yeah.
Like Donovan Mitchell would come up, I mean they'd leave him wide open, and he'd step into it and clang off the backboard.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, your Donovan Mitchell hit the shot, and then like they would come down and do a whole lot of nothing on offense, and then they would like take a little tough mid range and miss it. And,
yeah.
I gotta figure out what game that was.
It's also been impressive because the Cavs they are similar teams offensively, but their pace are different, right? Like, the Cavs like to play slow, get in their sets, run the pick and roll with James Harden. Like, that's how they play. The Raptors are a young team that at this point doesn't have their point guard, so they have to play faster, right? Like, they have to continue to play fast.
Scotty had 23 in 93-89.
Maybe it was a different game. He had 33 in one game.
Yeah.
It might have been a different game.
Let's see.
Because him and RJ both had 30.
It was the Sunday game where it was 93-89. At the third quarter, it was 22-22, and that's where I picked up, and it was just like horrible basketball.
But both coaches have tried, right? Like, Toronto has played Jacoby Walter way more because he is a shooter. Jordan Battle, who barely played this year for the Toronto Raptors, who's like a stretch 4, is starting to play in big playoff minutes, and because he can shoot. Right? Like, there are so many... Sam Merrill, they have played more minutes because he is a shooter. But none of them hit their shots. Like, that's the problem. And, like, no one can hit their shots. Someone's got to get hot from 3, especially if the Raptors want a chance.
All right. I stand by 40 from Scotty.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Moving to our next segment. Cue the music.
Man, we're back to big recent rundowns. The NBA playoffs. OKC Thunder beat the Suns in 4. The Spurs over the Trailblazers in 5. The T-Wolves beat the Nuggets in 6. And the Lakers dropped 3-2 on the Rockets. Detroit is down 3-2 to Orlando. The Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers are going to Game 7. The Knicks beat the... I wrote down it was the Knicks beat the Hawks in 5. That's wrong. They beat them in 6. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the Cavs dropped 3-2 on the Raptors. NBA awards. Clutch Player of the Year is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Defensive Player of the Year for the next 10 years, I'll leave this here, is Wemby. The Sixth Man of the Year, another Spur, Keldon Johnson. Most Improved Player, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flag. Well deserved. Sorry, Colin. Billy Donovan, he's out as the Chicago Bulls head coach. They'll have to find a new coach. And the Bucks, speaking of finding a new coach, hired Taylor Jenkins as theirs. Anthony Edwards is out with a knee injury. He's week to week after hyperextending it. And Dante DiVincenzo scares his Achilles. Those are big blows for the T-Wolves, who still own the Nuggets. Kevin Durant has been out for 5 of the first 6 games of the series versus the Lakers. We'll see how much that affects them tonight. Franz Wagner has a calf problem. Beware of the A word. I'm not going to say it, but when you get calf strains, you get the A word.
Don't play him.
J-Dub, he is week to week with a hamstring injury. And Brandon Ingram is out for Game 5, and maybe even more. We'll see with the heel injury. College basketball transfers in the top 20. John Blackwell from Wisconsin to Duke. Masama Diop from Arizona State to Gonzaga. Paulius, these guys don't make it
Morauskas.
These guys don't make it easy on me. St. Mary's to Arizona State. Mustafa Tiam, Cincinnati to Michigan. And Donnie Freeman, thank you, from Syracuse to St. John's. Francisco Lindor is out 3+ weeks, probably longer. He's got a calf injury. It's not as easy to tear your A word in the NBA, or the MLB. Edwin Diaz is out a few months. He's got an elbow injury. As long as he's rested right to the playoffs, we'll be fine. The Guardians, they call it their former number one pick, Travis Pizzana, although he has not had any hits so far. The Red Sox fire Alex Cora and like all their hitting coaches that were Cora's little minions. A former player described it as like shitting your pants and changing your shirt, which is kind of blatantly accurate. The Phillies also fired their manager, Rob Thompson. Thank you, Jesus. He was carried by that one run. And they're undefeated since firing him. So, speaking of teams that suck, bottom 5 records in MLB include the Phillies, Mets, Houston Astros, and Boston Red Sox. Can these teams recover? And also, who's in the mix for Cora? Could it be Philly? Could it be Houston? Could it be the Mets, who said they weren't firing their manager yet? We'll see about that. George Pickens, he signs his franchise tag with the Cowboys. And Dexter Lawrence, the big D tackle for the Giants, traded to the Cincinnati Bengals for the 10th pick in the draft, turned into O-lineman Francis Mauigoa. The Vikings send linebacker Jonathan Grenard to Philadelphia. He gets a 4-year, $100 million extension from the Eagles. Big NFL draft news. Jeremiah Love goes number 3 to Arizona, and his backup also goes in the first round at 32 to Seattle, Jadarian Price. The Chiefs move up to number 6 to pick Minnesota Lane. Caleb Downs falls to the Cowboys at pick 11. The Rams go with quarterback with Ty Simpson at 13, which is very shocking. Ruben Bain falls to the Bucks at 15. Jamal McCoy falls all the way to the 4th round after being talked as in the same breath as Mansour Delane, who falls to the Raiders in the 4th round because of his injury concern. Garrett Nussmeier falls to Kansas City in the 7th round. Diego Pavia goes undrafted and then signed by Baltimore. If you want to see who your team drafted, you can look it up. I'm not going to read all 7 rounds. So, James, what NFL rookies are you high on, low on, and most interested in?
Okay.
I can start if you want to pick.
I know my high.
Go ahead.
Most people know my high, and
Yeah,
this was before the Saints drafted him. Like, just to put this out there,
No.
I've also been talking about Jordan Tyson for 2 years, right?
No.
So Jordan Tyson, I would say, is the guy I'm high on, because I think he's the second most talented player in this class behind Mendoza.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. First of all, Mendoza, I wouldn't call him too talented.
I would call him pretty freaking talented.
I would call Jeremiah Love more talented
Pretty
than him.
freaking talented. No,
I would call Jeremiah Love more talented than Jordan Tyson. I also call Caleb Downs more talented than Jordan Tyson.
I
We
would.
can go there another day.
But okay, so I think Jordan Tyson, in my opinion, is like a top 3 prospect. Like maybe should have gone 2 to the Jets. Like that type of I think he's on that kind of level, and I think it's something with Jordan Tyson that we've experienced called What did I say it was called? Hold on, prospect fatigue, where it's like you watch a prospect over and over and over and over again, and you try to find flaws.
Yeah.
And you can't find any, but then you keep watching him, and you find these little things that make you think like,
People know that was me often.
And that's the one thing, right? He had 1 injury in college. 1 injury. He hadn't had any other injury in college. He was one of the best freshmen in America. He had one of the best sophomore campaigns with Sam Levitt when they went to the playoffs, and then he blows out his knee his junior year. I think he's going to be one of the best guys in the draft come 10 years later. I don't know if the Saints, it was the best pick, but I love it as a Jordan Tyson fan and as a Saints fan. I know there's a bunch of other picks that could have been on the board, but Jordan Tyson, I'd say I was on.
I think Jordan Tyson's going to be a great player. It's less about Jordan Tyson than a little bit of uncertainty about this pick. I think it was the position they took. Look, Jordan Tyson's the best receiver in the draft, no doubt about it. That was definitely the pick at receiver. But I think they should have gone somewhere else, maybe with Ruben Bain, or with my guy that I'm high on, Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Caleb Downs is amazing safety. He's prototypical, strong safety. Can't miss talent, right, in the NFL. The Cowboys got a gem at the 11th pick, and they knew it. That's why they traded up for him. So I think he's just like you watch his tape, like he's just an NFL player.
Yeah, he seems like he's like going to be like a 20-year guy. Right?
Yeah,
He's going to play 20 years.
He's going to be like an amazing player, and I think that's something the Saints kind of needed.
Maybe
Need that stability. Like Jordan Tyson, more of a wild card because he blew out his knee last year, and he should be fine. Like it's 2026, but like the uncertainty is there with these receivers. Whereas like if you don't take Caleb Downs, you have a ready-made NFL defender who's going to bring a lot of value to your team immediately. Yeah. And so that's kind of where I wanted them to go, or with Ruben Bain, who's the same kind of thing. But
which, by the way, the fact he fell to 15 is insane.
Yeah, and it's
and now we got to face him, which sucks. So.
Yeah, and we got to face freaking Harold Perkins, which I don't really care. He's not an NFL player. All right, who are you low on, James?
You go first.
All right, I'm low on Cornell Tate. This guy, like,
are we saying where they were drafted? Like, we want to say like
who they're not going to be as good as people think.
Okay.
I think Cornell Tate was a horrendous reach at number 4.
Yeah, crazy reach.
I'm assuming they wanted Jeremiah Love. If you did want him, you probably should have jumped up for him. But, like, Cornell Tate is not the best receiver in this draft. He's not the best receiver on his team. I understand what you're looking at with, like, oh, look at him beat all these second-string corners on college rosters. Like, dude, like, he hasn't played against anyone. And he could be a great player. He's definitely the most, like, ready-made, like, the most can't-miss receiver, right? Like, Jordan Tyson's more of a wild card. But Jordan Tyson, I promise you, will be better than Cornell Tate. Like, Cornell Tate will be a solid NFL receiver. But I don't think he can be more than that. He doesn't show that much, like, amazingness. Like, he's never getting doubled in college, never getting the best corner on him because Jeremiah Smith exists. I think that's a horrible reach at number 4 for the Titans.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to find, like, a low guy.
This draft is full of ready-made talent.
Exactly. They're all, like, going to be really, really solid NFL players. There might not be as many studs as we've had in years before, but they're all going to be good NFL players for a long time. I will say David Bailey, right? Because I think I think he's incredible, right? But I also think that Ruben Bain's better, like, straight up. Like, I think Ruben Bain is exactly, and that's the thing. And this is why, like, Ruben Bain, 3 months ago, was supposed to go ahead of David Bailey in every single mock draft. And then the Combine happened. And then people are like, Ruben Bain's arms are too short, and David Bailey's really freaking fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So, that's what happens. And people are like, oh, okay, maybe this guy's going to be a lot better, which is fair. I get that, off the Combine. But we watched both of them in college last year. They were both incredible. I think Ruben Bain impacts the game a lot more, in my opinion, in a lot of different ways.
Is he more of a run stopper?
I think he's both. True. I think he's both. Like, I think they're both going to be the same level pass rush. And run stopping is way better.
I think Ruben Bain's going to be a better pass rusher. I think Ruben Bain's obviously the better run blocker. Or run stopper. So that's whatever you, like, are prioritizing. I think the better pass rusher can make a bigger, just straight impact on the game.
Yeah, which I think it's Ruben Bain.
And I think you're wrong, but go ahead.
Exactly. That's the thing. I think it's Ruben Bain. And that's nothing against David Bailey. He's a top 5 pick in this draft. I think Ruben Bain's a top 5 talent in the draft. Right? And falling to 15 is insane. So, yeah. Saints probably should have picked them too. Either way, like, David Bailey's going to be incredible. I'm not saying anything for David Bailey. It's hard to find someone I'm low on. I just think 2 was a little high.
David Bailey,
based off his talent.
When was the last time we saw an edge rusher that was this, like, NFL talent, like, ready-made? He's gonna have, like, 15 sacks next year, maybe. And he might have 15 sacks, and I wouldn't bet not, because that's the kind of player he is. Like,
I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau.
He is who he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think the last guy of this caliber was Trayvon Walker, aged Aiden Hutchinson. Not really as much Trayvon Walker.
You could say
Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker's the Arvell Reese, and Aiden Hutchinson is the Aiden Hutchinson of this draft. So, like, it'll be interesting to see how he pans out, but I think we've already seen how he's going to pan out. He did it last year. Like, he's older, he's gotten to his peak, and he was hella amazing last year.
Yep.
And that's going to continue, I think, for David Bailey. But I do think maybe going more upside might have been smarter, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Or maybe straight back. I don't know.
So, the guy I'm most interested in is a guy I thought about a lot more than you probably think I would. Like, it's a really interesting one. That's why I'm interested in him. Is Mekhi Lemon. Like,
oh my gosh. That was my pick. I'll talk about someone else.
You can talk about it too, but like he's just he can go so many different ways. Like we've seen small receivers pan out, we've seen him not pan out. How good was he really in college? Going against college corners with an NFL talent. So there's a chance the NFL talent just doesn't matter. He's still amazing. There's a chance the NFL corners absolutely lock him down because he's so small. I don't really know what's going to happen there. I think having 2 Devontae Smiths on one team is one too many, especially with 0 AJ Browns come June 1st. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think very interesting to see how his rookie year goes because he could be really good. He could also be a horrible bust.
Yeah, I was going to say Mekhi Lemon too because I think the same thing like small receivers and also in an Eagles offense, right? Like that does not use their receivers as much as a lot of other teams. Like how are they going to implement him, right? Like AJ Brown's most likely on the move, right? That's not confirmed yet because they can't make the trade. But he's going to the Patriots, like that's pretty much confirmed. So Mekhi Lemon, like, how does he shift in this roster? Is probably the number 2 receiver coming in, right?
Yeah.
I'm very interested in him, but I will say I'll go
It's tough because there's so many ready-made talents.
Yeah.
You aren't really, like, you just know.
a couple. I almost said Ty Simpson.
I almost said Arvell Reese.
Just because, like, I am interested in what Ty Simpson's going to be
I
as a
almost said him
backup.
too. My other guy would have been Arvell Reese.
Because I think the thing for the Rams is, like, they're never going to pick this high in a long time. So you're never going to get the chance to draft a guy like Ty Simpson who has so much upside if he can be developed in a long time. He does.
I think
if he's developed the right way, he's going to be awesome.
His top talent, the highest I see Ty Simpson going is like Jared Goff.
Which Jared Goff?
He's good. Like, he's
pretty,
good in
that's
quarterback.
pretty tough. That's a top 10 quarterback.
But he's not going to be that X factor for you.
That's a top 10 quarterback. Jared Goff's a top 10 quarterback in the league right now.
Not an X factor for you though. Like, he's a good arm. Ty Simpson's got an amazing arm.
Fair.
He's not very mobile. He's not going to take over a game for you, I think. But he can make a lot of great throws and a lot of great decisions. I think under Sean McVay, this could be a great pick. But I think the way the NFL is trending, I feel like the pocket passer kind of guy might be out.
Maybe.
But I think under
But
Sean
Matthew
McVay-
Stafford's still
but
killing.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Right? Like
The best you can... Ty Simpson can be almost as good as Matthew Stafford in that offense.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for.
exactly. And then I also thought Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah.
Which is like just like one of the most athletic players in the draft. Going to the Jets, who did not use their tight ends like at all last year. Like Mason Taylor now probably doesn't have much of a job.
And they're gonna use a lot.
They'll probably use
tight
both
end
of them.
sets.
Yeah, for sure. But like last year, they didn't use a ton of tight ends. So I'm interested to see like how are they going to use him because he's not a great pass blocker, right? He's more of a slot receiver, honestly, because he's so athletic. But I'm very interested to see how he fits into that offense.
Yeah, Mason Taylor, it sucks. He's really good.
Jets killed it, dude, in the draft. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was very
everyone's
impressed.
like dogging on their draft, but like when they get
Omar Cooper,
Omar Cooper,
who's a stud.
they got Sadiq, and who's their first pick? David Bailey.
Bailey, and they got Pons
Yeah, they get
too,
Pons.
who's like an undersized corner, but like he's a stud, dude. He's so freaking
Yeah, we can
good.
tell by the way you drafted it. Oh yeah, let's check these.
Do we? Do we?
Yeah, let's go. So you got a point for getting the player at the right team, and another point for the player at the right pick. We both got 4 in the first 2 picks. We both had Mendoza and Bailey. James had 1 more point. It was Miles Orlando to the Chiefs.
Bang!
He had it in the wrong spot. And then he ended up with 5. I ended up with 9. I had Caleb Downs to the Cowboys trading up to 9.
Yeah.
So I had the Cowboys trading up to 9 to get Caleb Downs. I had the Chiefs trading down but still getting Delane at 12. So that was 1
nice.
point each.
Yeah.
I had Kenyon Sadiq at 16, but Panthers trading up.
Mm.
So I got 1 point because I got the pick right. And then I had Akeem Ezador to the Chargers, which is 2 points.
I didn't have anything else.
So, yeah, he had nothing else.
Like I'm trying to think of like
for reference, like Mel Kiper Jr. had 10, I had 9.
who did I have going like higher than like who didn't? Okay, well Jamal McCoy went 12 and didn't win the 4th round. In my
I had
draft,
John McCoy going.
and went 12.
I had him going 15th to the Bucks.
I had Emmanuel McNeil Warren,
I
Who?
have him.
is a stud who went to the Browns in like the 3rd round.
Am I
And
missing-
D'Angelo Pons, I had too
Yeah.
in the 1st round.
Well, I mean, I had Ty Simpson to the Steelers. I feel like kind of everyone had that. Did you have that? No, you didn't have.
Who?
You having 1
Who
point
did I not have this?
draft Ty Simpson to the Steelers. But
I don't know.
the thing that you messed up on is there's always more than one quarterback taken in the 1st round.
Yeah, you're right.
Always. Like, when
But
I
like,
did your draft, that was the thing that stuck out
but
to me.
dude, that is insane that Ty Simpson went in this
I was
1st
like,
round.
no, it's not. Like,
It is insane.
I understand, but there's always a team in the 1st round
You're
that's
right,
going to take a
you're right.
quarterback. You saw it with Jackson Dart. You see it every year, right? Kenny Pickett, like, he was the only one taken that year. But, like, Ty Simpson's better than that. Ty Simpson's
Yeah,
better
you're
than
right.
Peyton.
You're
So,
right.
like, that was when I looked at your draft, I was like, yeah, this guy is dumb. Because he...
I guess, but that's like...
He messed up because he didn't...
But it's so tough because this is like the worst quarterback draft class in so long.
Well,
Like,
in
this
like
draft
4
class is so
years,
bad.
Kenny Pickett.
Like, gosh, so bad.
All right.
Avian Terrell I had going 22 too. I did not. But,
Yeah, it was rough. And these are impossible to do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
the draft
so
is
hard.
such a crapshoot. Like, you think the mock drafts, you think they're going to go, like, kind of like mock drafts, and they never did.
God, wait, if they could have ended up with Kyle Lemon, why did the Jets not take Kyle Lemon? That would have been crazy.
The Rams could have taken like too. The
Yeah.
Rams should have taken Sadiq. That was a smart
Yeah,
pick.
that,
A smart
I would
move by
have
you.
loved that pick.
That was a good one.
They literally would have been one of the most unstoppable offenses in a couple years.
I'll give you a
2 years. What do you need it for?
30 seconds in NBA, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to get through this one really quick. Thunder Suns, you got that one?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Yeah, I
It's
do.
the West. We're in the Western Conference.
Yeah, I do. Trust me, I do.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, OKC sweeps Phoenix. Yep, let's be real. OKC's still the best team in the league. Like, let's be real. The Suns actually played really well in games 3 and 4, but OKC's way too good. It's just not possible. Now, the Jalen Williams injury is tough, right? That is a big scare right now for OKC. Especially if you hypothetically go to play the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals, you're going to need J-Dub. They will take on the winner of Los Angeles and Houston in the second round. That's all I got. Go Suns.
Done! Alright.
There's not much to talk about in this series.
Yeah, there's not really. The Thunder swept the 8th seed. 12-0 in the first round the last 2 years. But the most nice victims of that. They swept the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember?
Let's be real.
That was...
I can believe they had a shot. Just kidding.
Act like the Suns had a shot, bro.
I'm kidding.
Okay, come on.
I know the Suns had a shot.
Sure, those games were close.
Trust
Alright,
me.
anyway.
These games were close.
Yeah.
And 3 and 4.
Yeah. So, the Thunder are the best team in the league. Like, everyone's trying to dodge that. Looking at how good the Pistons are. Look how good the Celtics are. Look how good the Spurs are. The Thunder are going to win the championship. Like, I hope everyone knows that. So,
I don't know.
that's what I got.
I'm not going to say they're going to win the championship. I think they're going to get there. Or, I don't know.
R.I.P. Suns, no lottery pick.
Yeah, facts. But it's all good. We're going to retool in the offseason. They have so many. They actually finally, for the first time in a while, have something to build on going into next year. Right? Like, you have a young head coach. You have a little bit of young talent. You still have Book, semi in his prime. Hopefully they can use him in a different way next year, get him a point guard or something.
How long is the Dylan Brooks hysteria going to last?
We'll see.
Right.
Maybe he's turned into like an efficient offensive player.
Yeah, okay.
Because he was this year.
Yeah.
Like he was so efficient this year. But yeah, the J-Dub injury is scary.
No, it absolutely
Like that is very frightening.
That could definitely be something that like comes back to bite him against like the Spurs. Right?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
The next round, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they're beating whatever team they
Lakers
face.
are
Probably will
both
sweep
suck.
whatever team they
I
face.
was talking to you about this. This is the most teams that suck in a playoff series. In the playoffs.
Yeah, I think.
The Lakers and Rockets both probably suck. And it's tough because some of these teams are playing each other.
Yeah.
But I think the Lakers and Rockets probably suck. I think the Cavs and the Raptors both also probably suck.
Yeah.
And that leaves the Pistons and the Magic also both suck.
Yeah.
So that's 6 teams already that suck. And the Nuggets also kind of... I mean, they don't suck. But
Okay,
like,
they don't suck. Okay, we're not classifying the Nuggets into sucking.
The Blazers suck. And the Suns suck. That's how I...
But that's the problem. Is it's like they actually don't. It's just like there's really good teams
I think the
too,
Spurs...
and there's teams playing on so many injuries. Right? Like there's so many teams
I'll
playing
stop.
with injuries.
Okay, getting rid of those 2 Suns and Trailblazers, that's not fair. They're 78 seed in the West.
Yeah. They don't
The other
suck.
6 teams, they suck. And they're all playing each other, so maybe they don't. But we'll see.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, Spurs, Blazers.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
The Spurs beat Portland in 5. Wemby might have taken the crown for the best player in the world. The backcourt of Harper and Castle is already amazing. Imagine what it's going to do in 3 years. It is truly going to be insane, especially when De'Aaron Fox eventually leaves. Portland was never going to beat the Spurs. It was never going to happen. But these were great flashes from a lot of pieces in the young core, like Scoot Henderson, like Denny Avdia. They have a lot to build on going into the offseason. The Spurs will take on the Wolves. Oh, no.
Hey, done!
The Wolves.
Spurs will not take off... Yeah, they will take off.
Yeah, yeah. They will.
No, but no one's...
Yeah, you're right, bro.
So... Yeah, well, when Wemby went down, I was like, dude, this might happen. Because, it was 1-1 at that
Yeah.
point. It was 1-1 series.
No, it went down in game 2, and they won that game. Portland won game 2.
So it was 1-1, and
Yeah.
Wemby was hurt.
Yeah. But then,
And they missed the game, and then they killed him, and then, but this is not a bad matchup. Like when you're talking, this is not a great matchup for the Spurs. The Blazers could have absolutely, I think, taken advantage of Wemby being down and actually put themselves in a good spot in this series. Denny is obviously amazing. Going against those young guards, it's kind of tough, but also I think Denny could probably work Stephon Castle on a good game.
No one can work Stephon Castle. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, bro.
I'm gonna be real. There's probably 5 players in the NBA right now that can work Stephon Castle.
Denny
Dude's
might be
one of the best defenders in the NBA already.
Denny's one of the solid players in the NBA, bro. He's good. He's really good.
Denny was not great in the
Denny's
series, but he was good. He was
kind of a cone, but he's really good on.
Yeah, offensively, yeah.
He's really good on offense.
He's such a cone on defense,
bucket,
and he's a complainer. It's
he's
insane.
a bucket. Yeah, it's the NBA these days. Yesterday I saw something, or I was watching the Celtics-Sixers game, and they were like, what amazing defense by the Sixers. And literally, the Celtics missed a wide open 3. And I was like, dude, the NBA right now, bro, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I was like, dude, they just gave up a wide open 3, and they're talking about how good of a defense they play.
I will say, as an NBA fan, the playoffs have definitely felt soft this year. And it's not, I don't think it's as much of the defense not being good. I think the defense has actually been pretty decent.
As good as it can be at this point.
Yeah, and the defense in the NBA, people don't realize how freaking physical they actually are until you see it up close, right? Until you're like, oh, they're literally hitting each other every play. It's physical.
It's also impossible to guard these guys now.
Exactly. Right. So everyone's so quick and so good
The ref
offensively.
whistles are so short.
And the whistles.
And
That's the thing.
So if you can't really get physical because it's gonna get called, and you can't like not be physical or else you're gonna get worked. So like there's no other way to do it.
And that has felt like the thing in these playoffs.
See,
The
now
whistle.
everyone's trying to toe the
Bite the
line.
whistle. Like, bite the whistle, refs.
Yeah.
They did it so well in the regular season. Like, it was a point of emphasis for Adam Silver, and they have sucked in the playoffs at it. So.
Yeah.
But Wemby might be the best player in the world.
Spurs
Bro.
worked them. Wemby's amazing.
I-
We'll see. when
Dude's
it
still
comes to,
like 22, by the way.
When it comes to, I'm not even claiming I have a chance, but no, I mean Rudy's got a chance. You know, he can stand there.
Sure, bro.
Rudy.
Yeah,
Gets
Rudy
stand
is a
there
dog.
on,
But it's Wemby.
like 4-time defensive player of the year. What is it? So
Yeah.
like if anyone's got it, it's Rudy. So we'll see how it goes.
I guess, yeah.
And better come back.
Yeah, they need him.
Speaking of Nuggets Timberwolves, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, this is going to be a pretty short one. The T-Wolves take down Denver in 6. Nikola Jokic was sadly, he wasn't the best player in the world in this series. He wasn't great. Jamal Murray wasn't good either, especially in that closeout game. But Rudy Gobert, that dude was incredible in this series guarding Jokic. Ayo, Dante, and Ant all are down in Game 6. And Jaden McDaniels backs up that trash talk and goes to work on all those bad defenders. Oh boy, this is officially a rivalry. These teams hate each other. The T-Wolves take on the Spurs in the second round.
Done! Hey!
That's tough.
Everyone look.
That's actually tough.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do that all day. That makes you feel happy. Alright, yeah, this might be my favorite rivalry in the NBA.
Yeah.
Right now. And it's gotta be everyone's. Like,
There's not
this
many
is
rivalries
amazing.
right now.
Like the Ant and the Jokic, it's like the culture clash almost, and it's like these teams hate each other, and the Rocket, and I mean not the Rockets, the Timberwolves own them, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But the Timberwolves are what? Is that three in a row?
Playoff series that they've won
Yeah.
against them? Yeah.
3 in a row. And so, like, it's crazy to see, like, the way the Timberwolves just had their number, the way Rudy just has Jokic's number. And they're always so competitive, and they're always going late in these series. And, look, the momentum is crazy. Like, these series are always amazing.
Yeah, like the Jaden McDaniels stuff. Well, first, like, Jokic getting in the fight in Game 2, that was, I think.
Jokic got in, like, a fight every game.
Well, yeah, but the big one...
The big one was Game 4, I think. Or Game 5.
The one where Jaden McDaniels scored the layup?
I think that was Game 5.
Oh, shoot, I thought that was way
Is that
earlier in the series.
Or it might
Maybe,
have been Game 4.
it might have been. It might have
when
been.
they went up 3-1. I think it was Game 4.
Okay, maybe.
Because that's when the Timberwolves were, like, pulling away.
Okay.
I think is what it was.
I'll
look it up.
But either way, and then Jaden McDaniels calling out after Jokic gets in that fight, which it might have been Game 4, actually, you're right. Jaden McDaniels calling out after that game, like, our game plan was just to go at all the bad defenders, and he lists off 7 names.
Game 4.
Like, son, what?
Jalen McDaniels is tough.
Like, respect. Like, straight up. Like, you know that quote that Ant said a couple years ago?
We got Jalen McDaniels.
Yeah. They got Kevin Durant, but we got Jaden McDaniels. Bro played like
so
Kevin Durant.
true.
Like, I'm dead serious. He played like Kevin
I don't
Durant.
think that's what he meant.
No. But, like, he is the same, like, type of player, and that's just him, like, hyping his boy up, right? But, like, he's the same type of player that can guard the Kevin Durants of the world. His defense was incredible in this series.
He's one of the best defenders in the league.
And his offense, right? Like, when the guys go down, like, I'm going to take over offensively. Because Julius Randle was okay in Game 6. Like, he kind of just did his job. He didn't do anything special. But Jaden McDaniels was special, man. Like, it was awesome to watch.
Yeah, the Nuggets, tough luck, man. It's like, sorry. I don't know what happens. Like, how did you match up with the Timberwolves first round? Timberwolves just going to casually walk in with conference finals like they do every year. They play the Spurs, so we'll see. But, like, it feels like this. If they make it this year to the conference finals, then they're going to make it every year. Because, like, this was the year that the Nuggets were supposed to beat them because they had no Ant. And they just took care of them, no problem.
Yep.
6 games.
I think also, people forget that the last day of the NBA regular season, Nuggets played the Spurs. And the Spurs sat all their guys because they were locked in the 2 seed. The Nuggets and Lakers were still fighting for 3 and 4. If the Nuggets won, they had the 3 seed. If they lost, they had the 4 seed. And everyone questioned not the Timberwolves thing as much, but straight up, the fact that they played the Timberwolves is crazy. But they won that game, and they played all their guys.
Yeah, I would have too.
And the problem is, everyone was questioning, like, why would you want to play the Spurs in the second round?
Why would you want to play the Thunder in the second round? There's no good...
Fair, but they've owned the Thunder this year. That's been the one team. There's been 2 teams, the Spurs and the Denver Nuggets. The Spurs have dominated both teams. The Spurs have been, like, the best team in big games this year. But Denver, right, you first don't want to pin yourself in a first-round matchup against the Timberwolves, and the second round, you're playing a Spurs team that kind of owns you this year. So take your chances against an OKC team that you've been able to beat in the past, right? Like, not last year, but you took them to 7 last year. So, like, you know that you can beat them. and you would have got an easy cakewalk in the first round.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking back on it, it's just weird. Like, I don't care.
It's interesting. Like, I never really thought the Nuggets were going to lose the series until they actually did.
Yeah.
And, well, actually, that's not true. I thought they were going to lose, and then I realized, and when there was 3-1, and then...
When Ant went down, I was like, yeah, there's a chance.
Yeah, well, yeah, I still, like, they've been down 3-1 before they've won. So, like, I don't know, the Nuggets, the last year was tough, this year's even tougher. Like, this was bad, and I don't know if we need to reset. Like,
Yeah,
Cam
what's
Johnson,
the move?
Like, Cam Johnson, like, nothing, I don't know what they can do.
Well, Cam Johnson, that's the
He's
problem.
amazing.
Cam Johnson was awesome.
Aaron Gordon's amazing. Jokic is amazing. Jamal Murray's amazing. Like, you have 4 amazing guys that play so well together. And the styles are perfect. I don't know what you need. Like,
And you
who's
just
your two
re-upped.
right now?
You re-upped Christian Brown,
Christian Brown's
and
two.
that's your 2.
And he's literally the perfect 2.
Yeah, and you re-upped him. Like, he's on a
Yeah.
he starts his 5-year deal next year. So, like,
So you do nothing.
it's tough. Like, what you have to do
But
something.
Yeah, but you can't do nothing because the Spurs and the Thunder exist.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
even
man.
teams like now you got Luka in the Western
They're
Conference,
gonna have to make a tough decision.
or like on a good team contender in the Western Conference. Like,
Luka made the finals 2 years ago, and
Fair.
the Nuggets. So
fair, exactly. That's
And
what I'm
actually,
saying.
that
You
was
still have
the
Luka to
Nuggets.
deal with. You still have Luka to deal with, though.
yeah, no, I don't know. Like they're gonna have to make a tough decision. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, I have no clue what the move is. Like, is it? I don't know what. I truly have no clue. So we'll see what they do. Is it Adelman? Like, you get a new coach? I don't know.
I don't know, man. They shouldn't have fired Miller in the first place.
Nah,
All
they
right.
shouldn't have. But that was kind of a mutual thing. But yeah, they shouldn't have.
Yeah. Lakers Rockets should be fun to talk about. 3,
Yeah, I
2,
guess.
1, go.
Yeah, Lakers are up 3-2 on the Rockets. The tone of this series has completely shifted. People coming in were like, okay, Rockets are going to take this one in 4 or 5, right? No Luka, no Austin Reeves. It's going to be an easy one. And the Lakers went up 3-0, and Luke Kennard is playing like prime Klay Thompson, and LeBron's looking 25 again, and then they dropped 2 games. And now Houston's in the driver's seat. Houston is starting to shoot well, but LA has to figure out how to outshoot them, because if they don't outshoot Houston, like in general, if anyone doesn't outshoot Houston, you lose. LA takes on Houston tonight in H-Town.
Done! Alright. Yeah, this is weird. Like, to be honest, you have us back. Oh, man. Like, the Lakers look so good, but it's like they have no players, man. LeBron's
I don't have enough steam.
good, but he's old. Like, he clearly ran out of steam in that game 3 whenever they went at 3-0 because whenever he sold the game, they brought it back and then won it overtime. That was crazy. Threw a lot to his own son. Like,
Got so sick.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's just it'll be interesting to see how this game goes. And Game 6 decides the series, to be honest. And we said this before, like, no one's going down 3-0. You had the Celtics in Game 7 against the Heat a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone said, oh, the Celtics are going to take it. Like, this is gonna be the first time anyone's ever done it. They didn't do it. I think there's a reason for that. Like, it just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, I still think the Lakers are going to win the series. But it's a serious conversation because, especially if you get KD back for Game 7.
KD
which-
back in a Game
which
7.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Probably
but,
not.
the Rockets need something, man. Like, these last 2 games they won, but it feels like they still don't have anything. Like, because the Lakers suck.
Because they don't.
The Lakers suck. All they have to do is not suck. That's all they have to do, and they will win every single game.
And sadly, Houston has
And
a
they
lot of
can't
games where
do
they
it.
suck.
They can't do it. They just suck. Like, Alperen Sengun is really good, but there's nothing behind them. No one can shoot. No one can do anything. And the Lakers are just out shooting them. And the last 2 games they stopped.
Yeah, now Houston's shooting well. So,
Houston, the last 2 games, like, the Lakers stopped shooting. So, because, Luke Kennard's not...
now you do have Austin Reeves back.
Austin Reeves being back is good, and he showed himself... I don't know how he played at the end of that game,
He's okay.
but he showed himself as very valuable to start that game.
Yeah.
And so I think he'll, as he assimilates back in and gets a little more healthy, like, he should be a weapon, at least in one of these last 2 games, to put the Rockets away.
Yeah, but now I think a lot of pressure shifts to the Lakers.
Yes, they have all the pressure.
Right? Like, it's a lot of pressure. You don't want to go back to a Game 7. Right? Like, LeBron does not... LeBron at 41 years old at this point...
Is he 41? That might be older.
He's 42? Dang, bro, that's
I think
crazy.
actually he's probably 41.
At 41 or 42 years old, like, bro should not be playing in Game 7s anymore. Like, he just doesn't have, like, the longevity to do that.
41.
Right? Like, he's so old. Like, playing in these Game 7s are tough on your body. And for LeBron James, that is the last thing that you need right now. And on a Lakers team that is injury-riddled this year...
Carry him, man.
Sadly, yes.
Listen,
And that's the problem. Like, he can at 41.
This is LeBron's last year.
I don't know.
I said it last year, but I am so confident about it.
You think he goes out like this? If he gets 3-0'd, you think he goes out like that?
I don't think he has a choice.
Well, he's got another year.
No, I don't think his body's gonna give him a choice. Like he's
Oh.
kind of. He's gonna give it. He's letting it all out. I think he's just gonna.
I don't know.
Done.
I think his body.
Like-
I think he's talked about it before in interviews where his body is like he could spend $1 million+ on his body every offseason, which is what he does, and he'll be fine. And he could play till he's probably 50. But like, his whole thing is like, I'm not gonna cheat the game. right? And like I'm not gonna if my mind's not in it entirely. Like if I want to go like play golf on a Saturday instead of playing an NBA game, like that's when I retire. That's when I'm like I'm not gonna cheat the game, right?
He's not the number one anymore.
We'll see.
And like I don't know, man.
Does LeBron have a chance to win a championship anymore? Like probably not.
No, is LeBron the number 2 anymore?
No.
So like
He's the best number 3 option though in a
he's the
ever.
number 3 option on his team. He's old. He's having to carry his team through the playoffs this year. He's got to let it all out, and I think he's just done. Like,
yeah,
I just think he's done.
He's got a player option next year, so we'll see. It's his decision if he wants to come back or not, or if he wants to go somewhere else.
He's not gonna go somewhere.
Is there a chance he goes to the Cavs?
He's done.
Is he ended in Cleveland
Do
for
the Cavs want him?
a 1-year tour? They'd take him.
They have to.
They ain't gonna not take LeBron James.
They make him worse, but they take him.
I mean, if you're not giving up much, if you're just paying him like a $25 million deal, and he's coming to you, he's gonna be that small forward position, which they have needed the past, what,
But
7 years?
if you have LeBron, Mobley, and Jared Allen on your team at once, dude,
Gosh.
that's a lot of math.
That is insane.
But Jared Allen's gonna be on 31 other teams. 29
Yeah,
teams.
yeah,
However many
facts.
teams
He'll be on the
there are.
Pelicans next
Well,
year.
there's only 2 Europe teams, so that's 31.
Oh yeah, facts.
He'll be on the Pelicans for sure.
Maybe he'll go back to college.
Yeah, he could be on 160 teams at once, dude. Like seriously, I don't know what the Cavs think they're gonna get from Tennessee, but they can give him a shot. So yeah, my main thing is just watching how the Rockets play. The Rockets, I think, determine the series. The Lakers are the Lakers. I think if they have a good shooting game, the Rockets need to just say, okay, like, you win. Like kind of like game 1. It was like, okay, you know, you got me.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the Rockets can go out and win these games. Like they have the talent, they have the guys that can do the things, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see
No clue.
how they use Ahmed Thompson. Like Ahmed Thompson can't shoot. They need someone. And they don't have Fred VanVleet, the true point guard. That's really hurting them. Reed Shepard needs to be able to shoot the ball better than he. No, he is not really doing anything. Shingun needs to just take over a game. Like Tariq Eason needs to be able to play better basketball. Like something's got to give for the Rockets. They're too talented for this.
We'll see. But they've won 2 games straight, so like they are starting to pick up momentum. We have to remember that.
Those last the last 2 games.
They shot really well.
I wouldn't call that momentum.
It is momentum.
Winning
Winning 2 games in a
watch either
series
game.
is always momentum.
Didn't watch either game.
Oh,
But
what are you talking about?
I did watch the start of the last one, and they didn't look very momentous. Even though they were losing.
Well,
But they didn't
yeah,
look very
but
momentous.
in that second half, dude, they shot the lights out. Like
Right.
Jabari's finally finding his groove, which is
Yeah.
big.
If Jabari can shoot, then
Yeah.
that's the thing that they can really do. That.
Also, like Ahmed Thompson is genuinely a jump shot away from securing himself like generational wealth. By the way, like he's still on a rookie deal. Like you shoot the jumper, you're getting a supermax contract
He can't do that. That's,
because he's good at
that's
everything
that's
else.
the Thompson lineage, dude.
Yeah, Asar
I
can't do it
Thompson
either.
lineage.
Asar can't do it either. It's insane.
It's a genetic.
They're both
man.
shooting like under 25% from 3 this year, which is insane.
But it doesn't matter. Like they're both gonna be starters forever.
But they won't. I'm telling like
Alright.
supermax, like superstar.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
not on that level, sadly.
Yeah,
they can't get the
they're
jumper.
Defenders.
Facts.
They're both like.
They will probably both be on a defensive team. Asar's are going to be on first team.
They're both like. Who's their comp? Like. There's really nobody.
It's kind of like a wing guard tandem that's really good at defense.
Yeah,
that
man.
can't really. That's a driver. Tony Allen back in the day.
That is. I've heard of him. All right.
Might be him.
Anyway, we will see you guys in the next one. Had a great episode. If James decides to be in town next week, maybe we'll do MLB something.
No,
But
I'm not in town next
let
week.
us know what y'all want to see. And we will see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.